Hi everybody, this is Anthony. How you doing? I'm going to do a quick video on the Core wallet and the new Web wallet. Okay, first of all, this is a Core wallet. Everybody's seen it. This is actually brand new Core wallet. We actually need to create a wallet. So we're going to create a wallet in a minute. This, of course, is the Web wallet, the one I created. It's pretty cool. Right now it's capped. Well, I'll tell you how to choose that or actually change that. So let's first click on the web wallet. Let's see what it asks. All right. So the web wallet really says we could import from a DigiByte Core, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Of course, you can restore from a GitHub backup if we'll do that in another video. Restore from a regular backup file, or restore from a seed phrase, or simply create a brand new wallet with no problem. Today, though, we're going to import our Core wallet so that way we could see all the transactions here that are happening on our Core wallet. And if we do anything in the Core wallet, we'll see it over here on the web wallet. It's pretty cool. All right, so first thing we need to do is have a Core wallet. So let me create a brand new one from scratch. We're going to call it test. Easy peasy. I'm not going to go into details as to what else you can do with it. We're just going to create it. Blah, blah, create database. All right, for some reason, didn't like it. So let's try that one again. Let's do test X, right? Probably doing some conflict. Yep, there it goes. All right, so here's the Core wallet. Brand new, never been used. Everything zero. There is no vaults. There is no DigiDollars. There is no DigiB. There is nothing, absolutely nothing. So it's just a brand new Core wallet. No big deal. And how are we going to import this blank slate into the web wallet? Well, that's pretty easy. First, we're going to click on Import from DigiByte Core. Now, if you're a newbie, if you're a person who's never dealt with private keys and things of that nature, I'm going to tell you one thing. You don't do this on a computer that you're not sure about. You definitely don't do this on a computer that has a virus or some weird stuff happening to it. This is a clean computer. I'm doing it. I've ran a lot of viruses scan. I checked myself. I've done a lot of stuff. So I know this is pretty clean. It's awesome. And I'm not going to have a problem. But you guys need to make sure that wherever you're doing this, you got to do it on a clean laptop or PC or whatever it is you're using. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. This is a command for the Core wallet. And with this command, what it basically tells the Core wallet is to give me your private keys. So this is extremely dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, and only because if your private keys are ever taken, people could simply take all your DigiByte, all your DigiDollars, and you're screwed. So you only do this, like I said, in a secure place. And once I copy that, I go to this button called Console. Console is where the magic happens. And like I said, you don't do this on a non-clean PC. And if you do, it's not my fault if you lose stuff. But I'm just telling you because I know people have Trojans and they don't even know about it. Seriously, don't do this on a PC that's been on forever and you've never checked it. That's the dumbest thing you can do. Let me click on Console and I'm going to clear it out. So here in the console, all we're going to do is we're going to paste that command, the same command you see there, and we're going to press enter. Now, it'll give us this JSON, so I'm just going to select it all the way up to here. Now, you'll notice it says test X. That's the wallet we want. That's the wallet we just created. All right, so I'm going to Control-C for copy, and I'm going to click over here and Control-V to paste. Now I'm going to go all the way up, take out any weird extra characters. We don't need anything. And now that that's done, I'm going to exit out of console, and scroll down over on the web wallet. The web wallet, it demands for us to type in import. So you can't accidentally do this. You have to type in import. And the whole reason is you cannot, oops, not text, but test. You cannot tell anybody that you accidentally did this. That's why it's there. There is no accident. You're either doing it or you're not. Okay, master password, you know, it could be anything that you can remember. If you don't remember it or you lose it, well, it's just going to be super difficult. Unless, of course, you have the private key or the console or the core wallet somewhere. So for this test, we're going to type in test 1, 2, 3, 4 $. And I don't mind if you guys see this, because after this test, basically this wallet will disappear. I'm going to drag everything out of this wallet, and it doesn't bother me. But for this test, I'm making it on Mainnet. This is live, and that way you know that it works. Okay, so I'm going to import it. It says blah, 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 imported. So it's already imported. Now, don't click add wallet, because you're not going to add another wallet. You're just you could. We're not at that point. We're just going to do straight up import. So we're going to close this for now. And you'll notice that we have a brand new wallet. See, same thing. Balance zero, everything is zero. Now, how do we know this is that? Well, there's a couple of ways. I could send DigiByte to, let's send it over here first. We'll send it to the web wallet and see if it shows up over here in the core wallet. If it does, then you'll know they're syncing, right? Okay. So let me get a receive address, which is this one. And if you have another web wallet, these are easy. You just copy them. And then you go to the other web wallet, which I have here, and I'm going to paste it. Now, I'm going to go to the other web wallet. As you can see, I'm just refreshing. I haven't logged in yet. So I'm going to click get started. It's asking me for the password. Now, this is a real wallet, real money. So I'm going to pause the video while I type in the password. Okay, so give me a minute. I'll be back. All right, here we go. So typed in password. I'm logged in. Everything is wonderful. So I'm going to send, and I'm going to paste the address that I just got from over here. It ends in NX3. I'm going to come over here. Oh, I don't see it anymore. There it is. The NX3. Looks good to me. Okay. Oops. Let's do it again. Is it in an NX3? Yes. All right. So I don't know. Let's shoot over 13 DigiByte just for a test. So we're going to shoot over 13 DigiByte. Just thinking about it. And there it is. Confirm and send. Okay, confirm. And it says transaction sent. And over here in the core wallet, we just see, oops, we just see that we actually we've got 13 DigiByte that was sent from this location. It's pretty awesome. Let me see. Let me drag down here. Let's see. There it is. 13. Sounds good. And let me go to the web wallet. And there it is too. So you got to remember that I got the private keys from the core wallet and I put them in the web wallet. And now you could say that they're synced. So anything that happens over here, we're going to see it over here for the most part. There's some exceptions, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is that most of the stuff over here happens. And in fact, there's actually the web wallet has a bigger radar, I'm going to say, than the core wallet. I'm not going to get into that, but just say that it's going to always tell you what you have. It's a great little system. Okay. So the web wallet. What else do we want? Oh, that's right. Say you have Coinami or another wallet with DigiByte, and you want to send stuff over. Well, let's try that out, right? So we're going to go to receive, and if we try using this one, this QR code, it's not going to work because Coinami has not been updated. It hasn't. Once they update it, this will work flawlessly. But this is basically some new addresses that they're using in Core 2, but that's fine. These new addresses are very specific because of DigiDollar. And doesn't matter. So for Coinami, we're going to just scroll down a bit and simply use the regular core SegWit address. Use this one. So I'm going to click on this, and it gives me a new QR code. Now, I have my phone, and I have Coinami here. So I'm going to use my phone and send some DigiByte over just by, regular stuff. Taking an image. All right, let me open DigiByte. Where the heck's okie dokie. So send, and we're gonna go there. Okay, it looks good. It looks good. And we're going to send some DigiByte over. Should be awesome. And give me a minute. I'm gonna type in a password. All right, password went through. It looks good. Oh, and you can see it over here on the core wallet first. See that? Here, let me scroll up. So on the core wallet, you see it immediately. It detected that we are sending DigiByte over. Notice that I used the QR code from the Digi wallet. I didn't look for any QR code over here in the core wallet. I used one from the Digi wallet. So it definitely knows these are basically the same wallet. It's awesome, right? So right now we're just waiting for the Digi wallet to wake up and say, hey, there's stuff coming around. Oh, and there it is. See this? It's found it, it's incoming, it's pending, and magic happened. All right, now you can see that both of these have the exact same DigiByte. So they're syncing. It's beautiful. So this beautiful core wallet, you leave it on your computer, your server, it's running securely, it's awesome. It's helping others find DigiByte and do all this wonderful stuff. And then the Digi wallet is what I use when I'm running around with my phone, because my phone has this. I use this on my phone, fooling around. If I want to convert to DigiDollars, I will use this. As a matter of fact, if you have a core wallet, you could already know that you could go here to the DigiDollar and create, right, mint DigiDollar. And in the core wallet, if I put in $100, here it is. It says mint DigiDollar. It already knows it can do it because of the DigiByte that I sent over to the web wallet. So I sent to the web wallet, and the core wallet knows about it. They're the same wallet. They're just syncing to the blockchain. They're both looking at the blockchain, and they are both communicating with the blockchain. It's the same darn wallet. All right. Now, we already know the core wallet works. It works awesome. So we're not going to mint in the core wallet. We're going to instead mint in the web wallet because this is new. Nobody's used it. Nobody knows that it can mint dollar. Actually, some people do, but you know what? Let's do it anyway. So I'm going to go and mint some DigiDollar here. Now, there are some peculiarities with the web wallet, and I'm going to explain it in a minute. Okay, when you mint DigiDollar in a web wallet, it's going to look through a bunch of different addresses, and it's going to detect that the address that you have most of the coin in is a SegWit address, which is normally not a big problem. Okay. Oh, I have to type in $100. Let's do that. So it's normally not a problem. Now, I'm going to lock it for 1 hour, but you could put it here for 10 years just by scrolling this around. This is 5 years, this is 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 30 days. I'm going to put it for $1. And it's asking for 1,000% collateral. Well, of course, if you do it for 10 years, it's 200% collateral. Not a big deal. 3 years, 250, 2 years, 275, 3 months, 400, 30 days, 500. Anyway, because this is a test wallet, I'm just going to do it for 1 hour, and that'll be it. So I typed in 100 because that's the amount of DigiDollars I want to mint. So I'm going to click on the button, Review Mint. It's going to think, and then it's telling me something weird. It says your DigiByte covers it, but it sits on a SegWit address. Remember that SegWit address? And minting locks collateral on your Taproot address. So use consolidate coins below. You see this button? To move it there. Your DigiByte stays in this wallet under the same seed words, and only the network fee is spent. It's a little dinky network fee. It's like a fraction of a penny. Not a big deal. So what we're doing is, because the Taproot address is the best address to mint DigiDollar, we're going to move your DigiByte, or the DigiByte, from the SegWit to the Taproot. And I believe the core wallet does this automatically, flawlessly, without you even knowing. But we're going to do it a little bit more manual. That way you know what's happening. So I'm going to click on Consolidate Coins. And it says Consolidate Coins. DigiDollar needs 1, blah, blah, blah. All it's telling you is it needs a little dinky fee. Not a big deal. Now here it says it's going to consolidate to your address. This is an address that belongs to this wallet. It doesn't go somewhere else. It belongs just to this wallet, and you can confirm it later. So I'm going to say, yeah, confirm and consolidate. So what it's doing is it moves all the DigiByte from the SegWit address to the Taproot. Okay, let's see. So see, it says send to self. I mean, you're basically sending just one address that exists in your wallet to another address that exists in your wallet. That's better for minting. That's all it's doing. Okay. So once it confirms, that means it joined up all the DigiByte that you need, so that you don't have problems minting DigiDollar. You know. Now, like I said, the core wallet's freaking awesome. It does it automatically. It does it magically. You don't even know what's happening. It's great. Okay. Over here in the web wallet, we got to consolidate. We look at all sorts of addresses there, and it's a good thing to know that it's happening. So here we go. It's confirmed. Everything's there. So let's mint a DigiDollar. Let's see if it says the exact same thing. All right, we have our 100 DigiDollars. Like last time, we have it at 1 hour. We're going to click Review Mint once more. Let's see if it tells us we're okay now. Oh, there we go. It says minting, blah, blah, blah. It tells us we're okay. So I'm like, yeah, damn Skippy. 1 hour minting, let's do it. It says mint submitted. Great. It's done. So what's happening now? Right now, it's taking the minting, it submitted it, and it only took the amount that it needed for $100. And the rest of the amount that it did not need, it just left it to us, right? We still have it. It's a good thing. So here it is. Now, in the DigiDollar positions, it showed that we have a position, a locked vault, basically, for 1 hour. And over here in a DigiDollar, we now have 100 DigiDollars that we could send and spend. Okay, that's great. So we have a vault that locked up all our DigiByte as collateral and gave us 100 DigiDollars. It's that easy. That easy. So we could send it and receive it, whatever we want to do with DigiDollar. If we want to send DigiDollar, we click send. And here we have to click the drop box and select DigiDollar. Now, in the recipient address, it has to be a DigiDollar address. You can't be putting no DigiByte address or something else. It has to be DigiDollar. If it's not a DigiDollar, it's kind of screwed. As a matter of fact, here I see it says DGB. You know what? That's not a DigiDollar address. I gotta change that in the code. It's supposed to start with DD. And I'll show you over here in the DigiByte Core wallet. If I go to DigiDollar and I say receive DigiDollar, I'm going to generate a new address just to show you what an address looks like. And you can see that it starts with DD. Okay? All DigiDollar addresses on Mainnet, meaning in production and reality with real money, they all start with DD. Okay? They don't start with DGB. So I kind of have, that's a little bug. I need to just make sure that doesn't show up anymore. But for this video, just telling you. So this is a brand new DigiDollar address that people could send money to. Now, don't send money to this because I'm going to just throw away this. I'm going to throw away this wallet at the end of this test. And it's not really valid, but there it is. DD2 and the rest. Okay? So now you know. Same with receive. You are going to click on DigiDollar and give them your own DigiDollar address. See how it starts with DD? So that's a DigiDollar address in this wallet. You give it to them, to whoever, and you will receive DigiDollar. Now, we've minted a DigiDollar. I'm sorry, we've minted some DigiDollars here into a vault, as you can see. And the best thing of it all is that since we minted it here, right, we minted it in the web wallet, we should see it in the core wallet. It should be there. If it's not, we're totally screwed. We don't know what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. So let's just click. Oops, wrong one. DD vault. Man, those characters are really small. We're in the vaults, and as you can see, we have $100 that was just created. That's the lock date. That's today's date. And it's 1 hour plus 100 blocks, which is roughly an hour and 21 minutes. So in about an hour, a little bit more, we're going to be able to redeem this and get all our DigiByte collateral back. And that's the end of that. So that will flip over to redeem. And we can redeem it here, or we could be on our web wallet around town and go, oh my gosh, 5 years has gone by. I now have a lot more DigiByte that I can redeem because of some wallet I created 5 years ago. And you will be able to redeem it here as well. You don't see a link right now because it won't let you. It's just, you can't redeem. The time has not passed. You're not going to see anything here, and you won't be able to click redeem there until the time has passed. So I'm going to pause this video, and actually, I'm not going to pause this video. I think we can still talk some more about the web wallet. Okay, so while we're waiting over here in the core wallet, here in the web wallet, I'm going to tell you what some more of these buttons do. Now, the one thing that I might change is the settings button. What I think it's settings, but obviously if you scroll up and down, you can't see a settings button, right? It's just one of those things. Tell you the truth, it's the network. You see this where it says network? When you click network, you see that you are on the main chain, the block height. Whether it's a soft fork, Taproot, the oracles, if they're looking good, if you want to back it up to GitHub, you can do so from here, and it'll back up this wallet to GitHub. You want to show your seed phrase, basically it'll show the JSON that you just dropped in there. If you created a brand new wallet on the web, it'll show you the seed phrase. But because we did an import from a core wallet, this will show you that JSON. You can lock the wallet. You can consolidate coins. Now, consolidate coins is basically the same thing as before. If you receive SegWit coins from like Coinomi or some other thing, and you're not minting anything, but you're like, you know what? I want them all to be on Taproot. You could come to this network page, come down to consolidate, click it, and it'll transfer everything into a beautiful Taproot address where later you could just mint coins, right? Now, this wallet will automatically lock in 5 minutes. That's what this is. You could set it for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15, 30. Never, I don't suggest never. Just set it for 5 minutes. You'll be fine. Now, presently, the amount of funds that you can fool around with is $10,000. That's the limit. When you barely or first come into this wallet, you might have $500 limit. And that was from the original wallet creator, because it was in beta and he didn't want anybody to lose money. He wanted to make sure that the losses were kept to a minimum. And I completely agree with that. So if you're ever going to do things under $500, just keep it there. You don't need to move it, right? For those who have a better method, or you can be more risk, you can take more risks, like me. You could increase this to 2,000 or 10,000, and when you do, you have to type I accept the risk. Now, why do you have to do this? Just to make it absolutely impossible to claim that you did not mistakenly push a button or increase the amount by mistake. That's why this is here. Okay. I've seen it over and over. People, whether they buy something or they do, oh, I bought this by mistake. Oh, I wasn't reading. What? You're not going to do it with this wallet. If you screw up, that's you. That's totally on you. And you accepted the risk. It is what it is. Okay, so this is what I consider the settings page. Here it's called the network. And if you want to disconnect, fine, let's disconnect. And we're back to square one. And if we want to click get started, it'll ask you for your master password. And I already told you what it was. For this wallet, it is, test 1234 $. And it'll log us right back in. Okay. So if you leave it alone for 5 minutes, right here, auto lock, it'll just lock itself in 5 minutes, which I think it's overall probably one of the best things to do. Leave it at 5 minutes if you can, and I think you will be happy. Now, what are these other buttons? Okay, down here we see mint DigiDollar. Well, we just did that, and it's over here. It does minting. We have Treasuries. Now, Treasuries are interesting. Obviously, we don't have enough funds to do Treasuries, but let me click on it. And what it will do is it'll create independent wallets that each lock DigiByte and mint DigiDollar. And they're only created and stored in the browser. They are not attached to the main wallet. So once created, you need to save those keys immediately or create a backup or things like that. If you don't, these treasuries could get lost if your computer shuts down and kills all the cookies and all the memory from the browser. You don't want that. So as soon as you create a treasury wallet or a treasury, you definitely have to save the keys for it. All right? I'm telling you, if you don't, you're going to regret it. But the whole point of treasury wallets is that you may decide to mint like 10, 15, 20 different wallets with different keys. And maybe each one has $100 in today. And in 5 years, they might be valued at $10,000 each, right? Because if DigiByte goes up in price just to what, 4 cents, you've just gone 10x. So $100 now that you lock up, if it goes up to 4 cents, you're going to have $1,000, in those same wallets that you've locked up. So in 5 years or less, of course, you can unlock them and, of course, use those DigiByte the way you want to. And the good part is they're not all lumped into this main wallet. You could have, like I said, very many of them in case one day you need to sell one of them before the unlock date. So a person, you could say, hey, I have DigiByte in a treasury, and DigiByte has gone up to 2 cents. So that's 5 times the value of when I locked them away. Now, I need that money. Can I trade for, real money? And I'll give this to you. And once it's unlocked, you're going to get whatever value it has increased by that time. And, some investors might go, hey, it might increase to 3 cents or 4 cents. And that's a great amount of increase in value for them. They might go for it. So this allows you to sell a wallet with all its DigiByte and its keys without it affecting your main wallet. right? So this was my biggest requirement that I wanted with DigiDollar. I wanted to mint DigiDollar, but not have it all in one mega wallet. I wanted to split it out into different wallets so that if there was ever a case where I needed some fast cash and one of those 10-year wallets was available and somebody would like to buy it, then I could just give them the one wallet and not my whole mega wallet. Okay. And this is why I call them Treasury wallets, because they may work like treasuries or bonds and give some investors a good return on their investment, because they can see that over time, DigiByte is increasing in value. Okay, so that's it for the treasury wallets, the regular ones. Now, you can gift a locked treasury. Gifting is something completely interesting, because when you click gift, you're going to ask for the recipient for a gift key. Now, the recipient wants a wallet, but he doesn't want to fund it. Maybe you have all the DigiByte and he's just got cash, whatever. So he's going to pay you cash and you're going to fund the DigiByte and create the wallet and mint the DigiDollar and gift it to his own wallet in a way that you could never claw it back. You could never take it back. You will never know the keys because it is directly creating the vault in his wallet, not yours. And this might be more beneficial for some investors who believe that you might do something dumb and try and claw back your funds. So the gifting allows people to create a vault in the recipient's wallet that has no ties to you. And you will never know the keys for it, only the recipient. So how does that work? This is pretty freaking cool, right? Yeah. All right, let me log back into this one and I'll give you an example. I'm going to pause it so I can enter the keys, password, I mean. All right, so we're back. So here is the other person's wallet as an example, right? So we want treasuries. Let's click on treasuries. So, well, this one already has some treasuries. But let's go to gift the lock treasury. Let's see. So the recipient's giftee in their wallet is bottom of the receive window under receiving a gift treasury. Oh, okay. So let's do that. Receive, go down. Oh, and here it is. Receiving a gift treasury? Give the sender this gift key. Okay, so this is the gift key you would send to the sender for them to put here. Now, this is a very specific gift key. And then you're going to select how much DigiDollar you're going to mint for them, right? Right now it's set up for up to 400. And of course, you can set up how long you're going to mint. So this you would talk to the person ahead of time and explain to them, well, you know, it's going to cost this. I need to put in this much collateral. You're going to pay X amount. Anyway, that's something you and the other person discuss. For now, I'm going to leave it at 10 years for 200% collateral. And then I'm going to click Review Gift. Now, I don't have enough to actually create this gift. So what you'll see is that you have insufficient funds and how much you need for the collateral and the gift. Okay, it says you need 53,000. You only have 9,700. Okay, so I can't create the gift, but I've walked you through how the gift works. Now, when you do create the gift and you click review gift, it'll look like you're minting DigiDollar Vault. And you check how much it is and what's it going to be. And it'll say continue, you'll continue. And then it'll mint the vault. And the vault will appear in the other person's treasury. It'll appear as part, actually, it'll appear down here under vault, like this one. So it'll appear down there and it'll be attached to his wallet. And from then on, you can never claw it back. You can never ask for it back. I mean, he could, yeah, he won't be able to give it to you back. It's just one way because it's a vault. And you've just given him the amount and the vault, the DigiDollars and the DigiByte, everything is on the other person's wallet. You gifted it. You can't claw it back. And that's the end of that. It's one way. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, of course, you could back up all your stuff to GitHub, and that's a wonderful thing. Okay, so far it's still about an hour before I can redeem anything. I'm going to pause this video for now, and I'll come back in about an hour, and we'll redeem it. Just not sure if we're going to redeem it using the Core wallet or the Web wallet. You know what? I'm probably going to do it with the Core wallet just so you can see that if you don't open the Web wallet anymore, you could just redeem it in your Core wallet and receive all the DigiByte that you minted. Okay, so let me pause this for about an hour, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So it's been about an hour. As you can see, I still have the Core wallet open, and now I can actually redeem this. So let's look at over here on the Web wallet, and this little redeem button has showed up as well. So to tell you the truth, I can do it here or there. Now, since I created it in the Web wallet, we're going to go ahead and redeem it on the Core wallet, just to show you that it works, right? Right. All right, let's click it, redeem. We have $100, and let's click redeem. So close the vault and release. Wait. Just let me go back here. Yeah, that's all we got. 9,717. All right, let's go back to DigiDollar. Let's redeem it. This will close the vault. Okay, let's close the vault. So the vault, let's go back to the vault. It's pending. And so it has been submitted. Oh, over here, it just disappeared, which is great. The DigiDollar that it burned has disappeared. Oh, something's happening. Something is happening. Let's go over here to overview. And pending, you can see here, is the full amount. Right? Right. So let's go back up here. It should be 0. And incoming, the full amount. So this is all the DigiByte that was locked in the vault and is being released. So I believe there are some confirmations that are being done. I'm not sure how it looks over here. It just says pending. Okay. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, right? Of course it is. It's a beautiful thing. So let's see. We go back to the vaults. It is still pending, healthy. Transactions. Nope. Nope. Pending. The redeeming. Do. So the good thing, and there it goes. We have all our DigiByte right back in our core wallet. And oh, it just showed up in our web wallet as well. Like I said, it's a beautiful thing. Okay. So now you see that the web wallet and the core wallet are pretty much synced. You can send and receive on the web wallet. You could even mint DigiDollars on the web wallet. And not only that, but the core wallet sees it all. And we can release all the DigiBytes on the core wallet if we don't have the web wallet anymore, or we don't want to use it for it. It's great. We have the ability to create treasuries. And of course, if you guys know, when new companies come up that start accepting DigiDollar, let me know. I'll add them to this list. I'm sure this list will grow pretty fast in the coming months. For now, I suggest to play around with your web wallet and with your core wallet. And if there's any questions, feel free to drop me a line and I'll be able to answer as best I can. Hopefully you can go to X, ask me there, and happy minting. All right, guys, that's it for my video. I hope it was kind of short. I'm not sure how long it lasted, but there you go. It's a how-to on how to use the web wallet, how to mint, how to send, how to receive, a bunch of little things, what consolidate coins is. You could show a seed. You can change your transaction limit. Yeah, a lot of things. Anyway, have fun. Gotta go.